This is why you need to start a trucking business in 2022. A lot of you may have wanted to start a trucking business for a while after doing research, watching videos, and hearing other people's stories, but this is the time to start and you shouldn't wait any longer. One of the main reasons I wanted to start trucking is because I've always wanted to start a business. I always wanted to be a business owner, and I always wanted to start a business that I could personally work, manage, and scale at the same time.
I mean business. Business, business, business.
There's so many businesses you can start, like landscaping, home healthcare, e-commerce, a clothing line, things of that nature. But for me personally, trucking was great for me because I've always had a strong work ethic since I was young, you know, whether in sports and then after I got out of college. Trucking was something that would translate over, especially if I could start myself and then build from there, learn the business.
I mean business. Business, business.
For those of you that are out there that have been grinding and putting in work for your employer, your boss, whoever the case, and you feel like you're not getting what you want out of it, whether it's monetary, whether it's recognition, trucking is something that you can do yourself. You can start yourself, you can bring people on with you, and you can build and grow yourself. My motto is always bet on your resiliency. And what I mean by that is those that can overcome tough struggles, times of good times, times of bad times, when you're making a lot of money, when you might not make as much as you thought you should or would, when you have breakdowns, anything like that. You know, people that bet on their resiliency are people that continue to prosper, continue to grow. Before trucking, like I said before, I was working 2 jobs. You know, I thought I was doing the right thing, whether it was working as many hours I could, trying to get as much overtime as I could. I was one of, you know, my only friends that had their own place and had money in their pocket. But when I look back, it just wasn't enough for me. And that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to start a business. Now, since I started almost a year in, I made the most money I've ever made, and I feel like I am just getting started. For those of you that have been watching different people's videos, myself included, it's not always sunshine and rainbows. It's not always, you know, peaches or whatever the case.
Peaches.
But the times are good when they're good, and for those that are resilient, for those that are patient and want to work, want to put the grind in, those are the people that, you know, last in this game. I'm 24 and I always felt like I was young, even though I am getting older. It doesn't matter how old you are in this game. It matters about your work ethic. That's the most important thing. People that can be away from home for some time, people that don't have things that are holding them back, people that don't put limits to themselves, whether, you know, it's putting money down for a truck or whether it's feeling like they're too tired to go, you know, for a 3rd week straight or whatever the case. You know, it's not about age, it's about, you know, the person, truthfully. People that are super young, people that are 18, 19, 20, can't get your CDL yet, of course, but with non-CDL trucks, that's a perfect time to get in. Whether you're just working a normal job right now, I would say stack your money, put your money up.
Get your money up, not your funny up.
And get your first truck and get into the business and just push and push and push until you can double up, get a second one, get a third, get a fourth, and keep pushing. And then by the time you are my age, you'll have way more trucks than I have. I think that's something that's mad doable. Anybody can do it. This industry is as real as it gets, and if you put the work in, the money will always follow you. My biggest motivator for wanting to run my own business is that I didn't grow up with a lot of people that were pushing me in that direction, that had things that I could look forward to, look up to. When I came across trucking, there was so many blueprints out there that I could look to, that I can get, and then now I'm creating my own blueprint and my own success. 3 years ago, I was chasing a basketball dream still. I went to Canada to play, came back off short notice because things didn't work out. I never thought my life would be what it'd be like right now, what it is right now. Honestly, I'm just mad proud of myself because, you know, I started from a certain place, even way before that. It was all just the work. I'm able to do the things that I really want to do now, even though time is a resource that's limited sometimes. Putting in the work and time now is gonna grant me that time and those resources later that so many people are looking for, and that's why I started a business in trucking right now. Can do that for you and, you know, whoever else may be watching. We're in 2022 now. For those that have had rough experiences, for those that have not had what they wanted, you know, go get it, whether it is in trucking or not. You know, 5 years ago when I was 19, 20, I was sleeping on the floor. I had a little mat I was sleeping on, and now I have my own. I don't want for anything. The only things I want for is that I can provide for my family, my future family, and my boys, and everyone that, you know, I do care about. That's just from putting the work in when nobody's been watching, you know, in my own time. 3 years ago now, coming up, actually, it was this month too, that's crazy. Okay, when I was working 2 jobs, like I mentioned before, my schedule was 5 a.m. to about 1:30 p.m. And then I had a job from 2:30 to 10. I was doing that every day for about 4 months straight or something. I remember I had one night off and I went to hang with a friend. I was so tired, but I hadn't done anything in a while. So I was like, I wanna go out and do something. So I was driving home, it was like 9 o'clock or something. And I fell asleep at the wheel, I crashed my car. Literally crashed my car into a pole. Pole fell over, totaled the car, and I came out, you know, alive and blessed and everything. I look back now and I'm not in survival mode anymore. Now it's about prospering, it's about pushing towards the future. Before I was just trying to make it. And each year since then, it's been a better and better year for me. I've been pushing each year, and 2022 is gonna be my biggest year. For those that are out there, the time is now to start. And if you got any questions, hit me. It's Kobe King. Subscribe, comment, DM, email me. If I could leave you with one message in 2022, bet on your resiliency.